There was a time in my life when everything felt heavy, so heavy that even getting out of bed felt like a battle I was losing. The days all looked the same, the nights felt longer. And every single morning, I woke up with the same quiet fear in my chest. What if this is all my life will ever be? Work wasn't enough, money wasn't enough, hope was fading. And deep down, a small voice kept asking, when will my own breakthrough come? But breakthroughs don't always arrive loudly. Sometimes they come as tiny whispers. One day, while lying in bed with my phone in my hand, too tired to even think, I clicked on a YouTube video by accident. There was no face in the video, no fancy studio, no celebrity voice. Just soft background music, simple visuals, and a narrator telling a story. I watched the entire video without blinking. And at the end, something inside me shifted. Free tools for beginners. The more I learned, the more a small fire began to burn inside me. I was excited, nervous, but for the first time in a long time, I felt a spark of something real. That night, I didn't sleep. By dawn, I had created my first Faceless YouTube channel. I didn't tell my friends. I didn't tell my family. I didn't make a big announcement. It was my little secret, my quiet rebellion against the life I no longer wanted. My first video was terrible. I mean, truly awful. The audio cracked. The editing was awkward. The pacing was so slow. But when I hit that upload button, I felt something I hadn't felt in a very long time: pride. I had made something. I had started. So I kept going. One video, then another. Then another. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Most of my videos got only 10 views. Some got 20, a good one, a really good one, reached 50. And yet, every time I wanted to quit, every time that voice of doubt whispered in my ear, I reminded myself, success is slow at first. Everyone starts small. I had to believe that my effort, my consistency, would eventually lead to something more. I just had to keep showing up. Then came the night that changed everything. It was around 1:17 a.m. I had just finished a video, a story I felt really passionate about. I titled it, "The Story That Will Change Your Mindset Forever." I didn't expect much, honestly. I uploaded it, turned off my phone, and went to sleep just like any other night. When I woke up the next morning, my phone was buzzing nonstop. The screen was filled with notifications. I sat up in bed, my heart starting to pound. 1,000 views, 5,000 views, 20,000 views. By the time I got out of bed, it had crossed 100,000 views. My heart was shaking in my chest. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. But it wasn't just the numbers. It was the comments. Strangers from all over the world were writing things like, "Thank you. I really needed this today. This video saved me from giving up. I don't know who you are, but God bless you." That day, I didn't just gain views. I gained purpose. For the first time in my life, I felt like I was touching lives without even being seen. My words were traveling across countries. My stories were finding people who needed a little bit of hope. My voice, something I once thought wasn't good enough, was inspiring thousands of people. And then something unbelievable happened. I got my first YouTube paycheck. It wasn't huge, not by any stretch. But it was more than I had ever earned online before. I just stared at the screen for a long time, tears quietly filling my eyes. It wasn't about the money, it was the proof that my work mattered. That this little secret project of mine was actually real. From that day forward, the channel kept growing. I invested that first paycheck into improving my craft. I upgraded my mic. I learned better editing techniques. I studied the art of storytelling, how to craft compelling thumbnails, how to understand audience psychology. Every single day, I dedicated myself to sharpening my craft, to getting just a little bit better. And as my channel grew. I learned discipline. The kind of discipline that has you showing up even when you don't feel like it. I learned patience, understanding that growth is a marathon, not a sprint. I learned resilience, bouncing back from videos that flopped. Most importantly, I learned that consistency can turn ordinary people into extraordinary creators. Months passed, my videos started crossing millions of views. My subscriber count increased faster than I could even keep track of. Brands started reaching out for collaborations. People sent long, heartfelt emails thanking me for changing their lives. It was surreal. And one quiet morning, as sunlight streamed through my window, I sat there and realized something powerful. A Faceless channel had given me the life I once prayed for. It completely changed my finances, giving me a freedom I never thought possible. It transformed my confidence, my mindset, my purpose, my direction, my entire future. All of this without ever showing my face, without expensive equipment, without being perfect from the start. Just by showing up, just by being consistent, just by believing little by little that I could create something meaningful. And today, when I look back at the person who started with shaky hands and a cracked microphone, I smile. Because that person had no idea how big their life was about to become. That person didn't know that strangers from across the globe would one day write entire paragraphs thanking them for their work. That person didn't know that one single YouTube channel would unlock doors that had been closed for years. That person didn't know that just their voice would be enough to build a new life from scratch. But now, I know, a Faceless YouTube channel did not just change my life. It saved it, it rebuilt it, and it turned me into someone I am genuinely proud to be. And if you're listening to this right now, sitting there and wondering if your own dreams can come true, they can. Start small, start quietly, start today, just begin. Because sometimes the path to your destiny doesn't require your face, just your voice, your story, and your courage to start. Thanks for listening.